Hello, welcome to this video. I'm a singer-songwriter and music producer, and today I'm going to be reacting to my Spotify Wrapped for the year. So let's go. Okay, Spotify Wrapped has now become an annual tradition, and I've reacted to my Spotify Wrapped. This will be the third year in a row, because I think it's something that people are interested in, seeing what other people's Spotify Wraps are. I'm certainly interested in what all yours are. Make sure to comment what your top listened artists were and whatever in the comment section, because I want to hear if we share any things. The albums on the back might be a clue as to what mine are going to be, but we don't know. This Friday, I've got my top 10 songs of the year video coming out, listening back to my top 10 songs of the year in reverse order and kind of re-reacting, giving you all my updated thoughts, all that kind of stuff. And I'm doing the 2022 album tier list ranking next week as well, so make sure to check out all my year in review content. Such fun. But if you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe. Also, welcome. And if you're not new to the channel and you want to support me even further, you can do on Patreon. You can request song reactions, you can get your videos early, loads of good stuff. Links in the description. Okay, let's do this. And I try to just be me like 1,000 times. So, my Spotify Wrapped is finally here. Screenshot that, because I'll use that for the thumbnail. Cool, jump in. Here we go. Oh, bit of churches from 2021. Enough about 2022, let's talk about you. Okay, Rena. This year you ventured into, 14 new genres. Look at me, I'm a little astronaut. Number 1's pop, then show tunes second. Really? 3 indie pop, 4 dance pop, and 5 rock. I wouldn't have thought that show tunes was that high. I mean, I do have a musicals playlist, but I don't listen to it that much. Anyway, maybe it's just because literally everything I listen to is pop, apart from occasionally I venture to show tunes, lol. From sunrise to sunset, you kept it interesting. Your morning started with appreciation, tense, eerie. I don't know what that means. You seize the day with spooky, silly, and mystical. I don't know what these things mean. But sure, okay. You embrace the night with wistful, yearning, and tender. That's Taylor. All that listening added up. In 2022, your total playtime was 33,504 minutes. That's more than 87% of other listeners in the United Kingdom. Well, I mean, listening to my music is literally my job, so, I think that's acceptable. With one song, it was love at first listen. Is it This Hell by chance? Yeah, my top song was This Hell by Rina Sawayama. You played it 70 times, with the most listens on the 26th of October 2022. Oh, I think that was the day I went to see her. Yeah, I'm not that surprised. You played 1,719 songs, but these played again and again and again. So this must be my top 5, wasn't it? Is it all Rina? 3 of them are Rina, and there's Rain on Me, 2 songs not from 2022, lol. So yes, my top songs of the year were This Hell by Rina Sawayama, Catch Me in the Air by Rina Sawayama, Phantom by Rina Sawayama, California by Churches, which is just on my constant rotation, that song, and Rain on Me. Oh, that was because of the Chromatica Ball. Rain on Me had a fifth wind for me because of the Chromatica Ball. Here's your top 100 songs plus 1 extra. For fun. Let's add that to my library. You listened to 526 artists this year, but 1 ruled your world. It's either going to be Gaga or Taylor, I think. Yeah, it's Lady Gaga again. Every single time. Oh my god, here we go again. You spent 3,556 minutes together. You were in the top 0.05% of Lady Gaga listeners this year. That's the same every year. I'm just saying. I thought Taylor might beat her this year, though. Taylor might have been her last year. You like these artists so much, we put them on the cover of a magazine, kind of. Okay, Taylor's gonna be there. Gaga, Taylor, Rina, Florence, and Churches. Oh, cute. Unbreakable heaven bird. I like the visuals for Spotify Wrapped this year. With you. You spent 3,819 minutes listening to podcasts. I listened to a lot of podcasts this year. Tape Notes, yeah. Pop Pantheon, Dissect, Switched on Pop, and Nintendo Voice Chat. Yeah, okay, so if you want some good music dissection podcasts, then Tape Notes is so good. That one is they pick an album and they pick a few songs and they go in depth on specific songs. Pop Pantheon's more about pop stars and trying to rank them in a pantheon and look at their whole careers. So that's really good. And then Dissect, that particularly their series on Lemonade is insane, and then switched on pop again. Like they do a real mixture, but some great stuff. But yeah, so there's some pop podcasts if you want. You could have had a bad girl. You spent 906 minutes with your top podcast tape notes. This year, who had layers like an onion? But you listen to music unlike any other. Time to meet your listening personality. The fan clubber. You're the type of fan that artists dream of. When you love an artist, you cycle through entire albums, playing their hits and every song in between. Truth. Familiarity and newness. Variety, commonality. Thanks for spending 2022 with us. Here's your year squeezed onto an entire page. Cool. Obviously Gaga's the top. I know that it's true. I've been saving all my summers for you. I've been saving all my summers for you. Going into this, I knew that Rina was going to be like high up. Yeah. I wonder how that compares to last year's. I'm going to go back and watch last year's as well. I'll link the 2 previous years' Spotify Wraps in the corner for you, so you can go back and maybe compare what my listening has been like. I feel like Churches and Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift are featuring highly in every single one. Not all that surprised, honestly. I thought that Taylor would feature a bit more, actually, which is it's surprising. I thought that she might be my top artist, but then, you know, Gaga is just like a staple. But then, I mean, Taylor's a staple too. And Taylor was like my top played of multiple months. But yeah, I guess Gaga, like, there's just like enough that keep her in my top played artist position. Rina, I'm not at all surprised. Make sure to tune in to my top songs of the year and my album tier list videos for a lot of chat about Rina's, about this particular album. Florence makes sense. Obviously she had a new album and I really dove back into her old stuff for the first time in a long time. Like there's a lot of like the earlier stuff that I hadn't listened to in ages, but because obviously I was going to see her and because she had the new music, she featured quite heavily in a lot of my playlists. Were there any surprises at all? No. I mean, I was surprised that I'm still in Gaga's top 0.05% of listeners. Lol. It's comfort music at the end of the day sometimes, isn't it? And I think that's the stuff that gets played the most. I think the thing is with Spotify Wrapped, and the thing is with like the amount of stuff you listen to, doesn't necessarily reflect the stuff that's inspired you, because like for instance like Björk has been like hugely inspiring for me, but it's not the kind of music that I listen to over and over and over again. It's like an experience, you know, but still, you know, has impact, you know. Yeah, and I think that like when it comes to this kind of thing, it does reflect your comfort listening, and for me like Lady Gaga is ultimate comfort listening, as is Taylor at this point. Let me know what your top played songs were, what your top played artists were, and if you have any good artist recommendations or song recommendations for me, leave them in the comments, or you can obviously basically force me to react to them by going through to the Patreon and signing up for the Sopping Susan tier. I'll see you in the first week of December for all of my 2022 year in review content. Cool, bye.